and welcome to another Reddit build challenge speed build video. I normally start out by saying that I don't usually do speed builds and that I'm not a builder, but I guess that's not really true anymore since there's a few of these videos on my channel now. So if you came from Reddit, welcome, I'm so glad you're here. And if you didn't come from Reddit and you're a YouTube friend of mine, then I highly suggest checking out the Sims subreddit and specifically the build challenge. I'm kind of late uploading this, so a lot of people have already submitted their own creations for this week's challenge, and they look amazing. I have no chance of winning this challenge, but that's not the point at all. The point is to have fun. And so this week's build challenge was part of a series, apparently. It's called the Classical Architecture series. And the theme was Italianate architecture, which is apparently a 19th century architecture style that originated in England in the early 1800s. And was sort of a reaction to the neoclassical architecture that was popular in England around that time. And heavily inspired by Italian Renaissance architecture. And then around 1840 got more popular in America and is now found all around the world. So I had no idea about any of this. I know nothing about architecture actually, which is part of why I love the Reddit build challenges so much, because it really gives me an opportunity to read into some of that stuff, because I obviously had to do some research before building this, and that's always my favorite part, and it's always so interesting. And I'm quite happy with how the exterior turned out, which I feel like is kind of a theme with my builds. I'm usually super happy with the exterior, but then not so happy with the interior, and it's the same with this one as well. So you see me furnish the kitchen right here. It ended up being kind of a small kitchen. Well, the kitchen itself is pretty large, but I didn't end up putting a bar, even though there's definitely space for one, but I just couldn't make it work. So the counter space is kind of limited. But I still think it turned out okay. I struggled a lot while furnishing this place because it was way more difficult to find reference pictures for furniture styles and like interior architecture for like interior design for the Italianate architecture style, because whenever I would Google Italianate architecture interior design or like Italianate interior design, I would get pictures of Italian like designers, like Italian interior designers, their work, their furniture or whatever, and that wasn't really the idea for this build, so I kind of had to wing it a little bit. And I at first I thought, okay, in this house, like this like old money like family lives here, and it's been in the family for many generations, and so everything in the house is like antiques and everything has to look very classy, and I struggled with that a lot. Because it ended up looking more tacky than I wanted it to. But then my boyfriend walked by as I was furnishing it, and I think he said, "Where is Hector Salamanca?" Which, what he meant by that was that it reminded him of like a mansion where one of the drug lords from Breaking Bad would live. And so I thought maybe I should just embrace the tackiness and, not worry about it looking classy too much. So that's what I did eventually. I just used every single I don't know, I don't want to call the items tacky because they're really pretty, but it's more like the combination of items that I used. You'll see as we furnish more of the build. Again, you'll see rooms changing in between shots because I had a lot of difficulty figuring out the floor plan and furnishing every room, so I would switch back and forth, and I had to edit some of it because this video is already over 10 minutes, so I really couldn't do that to you. So I hope that you'll forgive me for that. But I was just figuring out the downstairs bathroom right here. This house has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. One of the bathrooms is downstairs next to the office, which you see me furnish right here. And then upstairs, there's a very large ensuite bathroom for the master bedroom, and then there's another bathroom for the other 2 bedrooms to use. So this is the master bedroom, which took me such a long time to figure out how to furnish, because there's 3 doors in this bedroom. One, the door that just leads you into the bedroom, then the door that leads you into the master bathroom, and then a third, like, larger door to the balcony. And so I just felt like there's no wall space for me to put like a bed or like any other furniture. And then putting the bed on the side where it's on now, where I ended up putting it, it just made the room look so long. And then I wanted to put a TV, but of course Sims can't watch TV on the bed, so I had to put a bench. I didn't have to, but normally when I furnish builds, I always like to think about gameplay, because that's what I do mostly, as you know if you watch my channel. And so I thought, okay, it would really suck if there's a TV, but they can't like sit on the bed and watch TV, so I put like a bench in front of the bed so they could like sit there and watch TV. I don't know. I still can't decide if it looks stupid or not. So yeah, the master bedroom is definitely my least favorite room in this house, but I really like the master bedroom, which you see me furnish right here. And then, there's, as I said, there's like a smaller bathroom right next to it. So yeah, that turned out okay, I feel. And then there's 2 more bedrooms. This smaller bedroom is for 2 younger children, I imagined. And the way I furnished all of the bedrooms was the last one not so much, but definitely this kid's bedroom and the master bedroom, was I really wanted it to look like an interior designer was hired to furnish the house, and this family bought it as it was, kind of, if that makes sense. So I wanted it to look lived in, for sure, because the family lives here, but I didn't want it to look too I didn't want it to have too many personal touches, if that makes sense. So I really hope that I found that balance of it not looking too empty, but looking like everything kind of goes together. I don't know. I'm quite happy with the kids' bedroom, though. I think it turned out much better than the master did, for sure. And there's a balcony, again, with this bedroom. There's balconies for all of the bedrooms, actually, which I'm not sure if you can use them. I play-tested this house quite a bit, but I don't think I play-tested the balconies, which I probably should have done. Whoopsie. But they're more meant for like decoration, because I wanted the exterior to look nice and everything. And I rarely have my Sims like sit on balconies if I have them in my builds. I don't know about you. Let me know if you do that a lot, because I like to put balconies on builds to, make everything look nice, but I don't really use them during gameplay. So yeah, you see me struggle to find like rugs and like make the kids' bedroom look a little cozier. And then this is the last bedroom, which I imagined maybe an older child, like a teen or maybe even a young adult living here. And so the furniture style is like a bit more modern, I suppose, but I still wanted everything to like match, and like basically I wanted it to look like it was like designed ahead of time, but then this teen or young adult moved in and really made it their own a little bit more. So yeah, and I'm so glad I got to use that bed from City Living. I remember the other day on Austin, the Sims Sanctuary, on his Twitch, he talked about this bed for a second, and he was like, it's such a nice bed, but I never know how to use it because, swatches and like it just never matches anything. And I was like, yeah, that is a nice bed. And yes, I do never use it because of the swatches. So I really tried to make it work in this room. And I guess it's almost cheating in a way, because I think most of the furniture that I use is City Living for this room, except for the bedside tables, I guess. So yeah, it would match, wouldn't it? Although I guess that's not a given with The Sims 4, since wood swatches are always an issue. But yeah, I really like the way that this room turned out. I think it's probably my favorite bedroom in this house. But yeah, we're almost moving into screenshots now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm gonna talk to you soon. Bye!